Ladies and gentlemen, let me read you this. The pages of warrants make clear that the investigation to whether the Trump organization is implicated in the campaign finance case involving his hush money payments to women before the 2016 election is still open. 18 and a half blacked out pages at the end of the document under the title The Illegal Campaign Contribution Scheme almost certainly contains details of Trump's interactions with Cohen. This is new Muller probe revelations, explained Trump's rage. First of all, President Trump doesn't care. He's in the driver's seat right now. He has William Barr. Finally, he has an attorney general working for him. He's going to, first of all, the DOJ is going to summarize the Mueller report. He's going to see the Mueller report. He can, before Congress, he can invoke executive privilege. Congress has, they can't, the DOJ is more powerful than Congress when it comes to record keeping or classified documents. The Mueller report is part of the executive branch. So Mueller is actually part of the executive branch, not part of Congress. This is interesting. So I believe William Barr, the fact that he's there, has really tied the hands or forced the Southern District of New York to redact. Republican aide said the committee, campaign finance case still alive. So I'll just read this again. The pages of warrants make clear that the investigation to whether the Trump organization is implicated in the campaign finance case involving his hush money payments to women before the election is still open. They're trying desperately to squeeze, to derive, to find some semblance of suspicion or innuendo or possible wrongdoing or even possibly, hopefully, criminal behavior. They can't find anything. Bradley Smith, former Federal Election Commission chairman, who also thinks, by the way, that AOC has committed possible campaign violations. But Bradley Smith, the former Federal Election Commission FEC commissioner, stated that the hush money payments, because they were considered a personal expense, hush money payments during a campaign, if a guy like Trump would have made those hush money payments, even if the campaign didn't exist, which he would have, that money is considered a personal expenditure. The Steele dossier, by the way, isn't. Hillary Clinton wouldn't purchase a Steele dossier were it not for a campaign. The same can't be said of President Trump. The fact that he purchased the silence, but he paid two women who engaged in a contract to just not tell their story. The fact that he did that is not illegal. Hush money is not illegal, number one. Number two, it's not illegal during a campaign if it can be viewed as a personal expenditure, which it was. That's why they haven't gone after him. They haven't indicted Trump. They don't have enough evidence to touch Trump because what he did wasn't illegal. If he survived the Access Hollywood tape, that he wouldn't have lost the election because somebody found out that he had a romantic relationship with two beautiful women. Doesn't work that way. If he was this evangelical candidate and Bible thumping candidate, yes, maybe, but it's Donald Trump we're talking about, so different story. Also, it's a personal expenditure. He would have made the hush money payment at any point before the campaign because he wanted to protect his family. He didn't want his wife to know, whatever. But then you have a question, 18 and a half blacked out redacted pages. 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 18 and a half 18 and a half redacted pages at the end of the document under the title, The Illegal Campaign Contribution. The prosecutors from the Southern District of New York believe those elements need to be kept out of the public eye. Yeah, right, because they have no evidence. Suggest that their investigations, which have already indirectly implicated Trump, are not over. No, they haven't indirectly implicated Trump. They are not done. We have seen this in filings over and over again. Preet Bharara, a former U.S. attorney. Okay, Preet Bharara, by the way, was supposed to investigate the Clinton Foundation. Why? Because money flowed into the Clinton Foundation from Uranium One. Oh, and by the way, the United States government under President Obama presided over the sale of 20% of U.S. uranium capacity to Vladimir Putin, a hostile foreign power. Gee, Facebook ads, uranium. Facebook ads, uranium. What do you think is more important, Facebook ads or uranium? To Democrats, Facebook ads and Twitter bots and hacking the DNC, which never happened, but whatever, let's assume it did, is more important than the sale of 20% of U.S. uranium to a hostile foreign power. That makes no sense. But they're now trying to, because 3 Mueller probe attorneys left. They have nothing. Rod Rosenstein is staying a little longer, very likely to lend credibility or legitimacy to a report that's going to be redacted by the executive branch, by President Trump, and rewritten prior to that by William Barr. So, the Mueller report is given to William Barr. The Mueller report writes a report. He does not give the report to Congress. Robert Mueller, contrary to popular belief, is part of the executive branch. So is the DOJ and FBI, by the way. His job, Robert Mueller's, to give the report to the president after he rewrites it. If the president is not indicted by Robert Mueller, which he won't indict the president, because if he dared try to do anything ridiculous and absurd like that, Trump would just redact everything possible and expose the quote-unquote intelligence community for what it is. What they did was set up Trump, and if President Trump tomorrow redacted all the information he needed to redact, you would see 18 U.S. Code 371, people who conspired against the United States government and an elected president. You would see people like James Comey, Andrew McCabe, Peter Strzok tomorrow be indicted. Then he would ask, well, wait a second, if Hillary Clinton purchased the dossier and the Democratic Party and Clinton outsourced CrowdStrike, who said that, oh yeah, the Russians hacked the DNC to inform the country that Bernie Sanders was cheated, which is absurd. Why did they begin the investigation if they knew that Hillary Clinton purchased all the evidence? That's another reason why Mueller's not going to indict Trump, in addition to the fact there's no evidence he did anything wrong or committed any crimes. In 2015, in The Hill, the Huffington Post salon, I was saying that Clinton was going to lose to Trump. I said verbatim, Hillary Clinton is unelectable on this channel, but also in my writing in the Huffington Post and The Hill. In The Hill, I said why Clinton loses to Trump. And now you have 18 and a half blacked out, redacted pages at the end of the document under the title Illegal Campaign Contribution Scheme. My God, must be nice for Democrats to have a United States District Court, the Southern District of New York. Must be really nice to have the Southern District as an extension of the Democratic Party. Wasn't it enough you have the Mueller probe? Wasn't it enough you have media? You have media, the Mueller probe. You now have House Democrats. You have Republicans, establishment Republicans who are cowardly, who are dishonorable people, just even more so than Democrats, because they're the ones who benefited from Trump. Democrats, at least you know where they stand. Their lives revolve around harming Trump. That's it. But you have establishment Republicans who wouldn't be where they're at now without Trump. Most of them. And they side with Democrats on a fake, ridiculous, bogus hoax called Trump Russia. He didn't work with Russia. It's absurd and it's ridiculous and it's stupid. 18 and a half redacted pages at the end of one document under the title Illegal Campaign Contribution Scheme. William Barr essentially, because yes, the Southern District had to delete this, but I don't think they would have deleted a lot of it if Sessions was at the DOJ. I just don't think so. I think William Barr, the fact that he already defended President Trump, I think the fact that he exerted his influence already, I could be wrong, but I think the fact that he already exerted a show of support to Trump encouraged people to the Southern District to redact 18 and a half pages. Gosh, they must have so much on Trump. Wow, they must have so much if they had to redact 18 and a half pages. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is embarrassing. This is absolutely embarrassing for Democrats. They have nothing. They have nothing. And they were, by the way, this whole thing is about, well, they were investigating Michael Cohen before, even in 2017. Gee, who was Attorney General in 2017? Who was that? Was it, who was it? Who was the Attorney General? Oh, yeah, Jeff Sessions. It wasn't Janet Reno, it was Jeff Sessions. You want me to recuse myself? Oh, no, I'll do it. No problem. In fact, I was recusing myself right now when you called me up. So ladies and gentlemen, you have 18 and a half pages redacted. Why? Because they have nothing on Trump. Because they're bluffing. They have absolutely, positively nothing. I mean, they have nothing. And 18 pages, and you have the last remnants of a not only a witch hunt, but a coup. You trying to oust an elected president. Under the law, what on earth can they do to Trump? He's committed no crimes. What did he do? What is it that he did? What did he do that was a criminal act? Hush money, not criminal. He didn't work with Russia to buy Facebook ads. He didn't hack the DNC. So what did he do? And I love the fact that media is like suspicion. Oh, we have the suspicion. Could have happened. Possibly could have happened. Well, let's look into it. What about the uranium sale to Putin? There's more suspicion warranted there. Money went into the Clinton Foundation and uranium was sold to Putin. You think we should probably look into that? And you have media in overdrive. They're not just like, they were always partisan, but now you can kind of feel the thirst, the desperate quest to harm Trump. The headlines and the media frenzy and hysteria and mania is, I've never seen this before. I remember as a kid growing up, like, seeing the media turn on Reagan a bit towards the end of his presidency, a bit. Every presidency I can see. I remember Bill Clinton. I remember, George H.W. Bush before Clinton. I remember the media would turn a little bit. I've never seen, and the media have not really turned on President Obama, but here and there towards the end of his presidency would critique a little bit, just a little bit. I've never seen the rabid, hysterical, maniacal, frothing at the mouth, just thirsty desire to take down, to harm, to hurt, to undermine, to sabotage a president. Ted Koppel agrees with me, by the way. The great Ted Koppel. You're talking about a journalist in the 80s and 70s and 60s that is like a million times better than any CNN or MSNBC journalist. You're talking about somebody who's stated, you know what? Journalists today just want to harm Trump. That's it. Give me your thoughts below. They have nothing on Trump. And essentially what William Barr did, because he has already shown that he's going to side with Trump. He might be Sessions 2.0, but he's already defended Trump regarding the National Emergency Declaration. And he's already stated to Congress he's going to rewrite the Muller probe report, which is hilarious. I think that the Southern District had to redact 18 pages because they know the Justice Department is going to pounce upon them or perhaps impede their own scheme to take down Trump through a bogus, ridiculous campaign finance violation, which is Michael Cohen pleaded guilty to violations that weren't violations. Hush money is not illegal, nor is hush money during a campaign if the person would have made that payment at any point prior to the campaign for a personal expenditure. Anyway, hit subscribe right now. Thank you so very much. Check out H82A. My Patreon link is below, and my articles are below. Share this segment everywhere. They have so much on Trump, they had to redact 18 pages. Yeah, right, they're bluffing. They got nothing. Thank you so much.